Well, as you can see, we're not exactly in the bus, are we? 4 o'clock start this morning, 4:30 leaving Canterbury. And where are we, Mark?
On the sailing boat, aren't we? On the ferries.
We've made it, guys. We're actually on the ferry and on our way to Dunkirk. Clear roads this morning. It were beautiful getting here, lovely. And we've got here and we've been swabbed for drugs, believe it or not. And I've fetched me for this. Keeping in tradition, my Poundland bag. Because I brought my own dinner on. Should have said breakfast. Where then? Is this it? Is this Dunkirk?
Dunkirky.
Dunkirky?
On sea.
Literally. You're literally on the sea.
It's taken forever, this sailing, hasn't it? It's taken well over 2 hours.
Well.
We set off 10 minutes early. It means we should have got here at 10 to, but it's now 10 past, so.
And as you can see, we've near enough had this ferry to ourselves, haven't we? Let's get back to the van and get off this ferry and start this adventure. Well, we've landed, totally bypassed France. Chico got out and had a little wee.
That's the only stop in France. I tell you what,
it is.
That's a quick. It's a longer sailing, but in going to Dunkirk, you're there in no time, aren't you?
You are.
And then you're out of France. So.
And we've got us first park up for the night. Look at that. I think Mark thinks he's hiding behind a post there.
I know.
But look where we are. Hey, IKEA.
It's on search for your sites here, isn't it? It's a bit of a skew-with thing to get in, isn't it? But
yeah, if you do come to this IKEA, please do listen to what it tells you on search for sites. You've got to follow the delivery truck. You know, when the deliveries come
where
here.
There's no height restrictions.
The logistics, it says, or something on the post,
yeah,
doesn't
it's
it?
just a truck sign and then
yeah,
you get in here.
or else you won't get in because all the parking is underneath. So to get to this car park here, you've got to go right round the houses. But it's worth it because it's another free park up for tonight.
And we're only going to IKEA, so I get meatballs for my dinner.
And I want fish and chips. I right fancy it. You watch, I'll go in and I bet you all take salmon. Only us. We've made a right boo-boo. We've coming through the exit.
Well, at least we've had a look at the meatballs. €9.95, isn't it, for a kilo bag?
Yeah, it is.
Of your meatballs.
Is this the entrance here then?
I think so, yeah.
Right.
I want the lavatory as well, Lisa.
Oh, God.
Oh, the lavatories are here.
Right, I'll sit and wait here. Well, I were right. No whitefish, just salmon. You got your meatballs anyway, didn't you? So I've had to have meatballs as well. I thought they had some kind of like fish cake on, but it's a cheese croquette. It was like that big. I like cheese, but in moderation.
I don't get what they were for, do you?
No. But, yeah, obviously he's gone for the large. How many did you get for large?
16, I think.
Oh, 16. Not as cheap as IKEA in the UK, is it?
No, it's not that. With €19.50 for everything you see, you haven't even got a drink, have you?
No, I didn't have a drink, couldn't afford one.
But that's refillable, my drink, so...
Yeah, he can drink as much as he wants. Anyway, I'm going to get this while it's warm. Mark's just reminded me, I better tell you, typical YouTuber, no information at all. We haven't said where we are. We've stopped in Belgium. Now, we haven't been to Belgium before. We've been to Brussels.
Bruges.
Well, Bruges is in Belgium. I never knew.
Yeah,
Who knew?
We went there last year, didn't we?
Yeah. So yeah, we've stopped in Belgium. We're going to do an overnight kip here because we were up early this morning, as you've seen earlier on, and it's starting to feel, it's a bit like jet lag, isn't it? Weird. We've only gone an hour forward, but yeah, we're feeling it a bit.
Yeah, because we're up at 4 o'clock, because I booked the ferry sailing for 6, and then we jumped an hour forward, haven't we?
Yeah. So. Look at these, Mark. These are what you need. You know, you say can have cactus.
No, plastic.
Well, but they won't die.
It's funny language, isn't it, here in Belgium?
It's Dutch.
I know, but it's funny language.
Just because it's not English. Well, we're back. I'm absolutely... I'm on, what do you call it, reserves.
I've had my knee, haven't I?
Have you at your knee?
Oh, it feels puffed up.
So I'll just show you quickly what we've got, because I'm going to have a lie down because I'm absolutely shattered. I'm really tired. So I've come with all our summer stuff in vacuum packed bags, and they're under the bed. Because obviously it's too early at the moment to swap it all over, and the weather's going to change while we're out here. Pulled the bed up this morning, the vacuum pack bag has failed and it's all puffed back up again. Luckily enough, yeah, I've got these from IKEA. They're exactly the same thing. You put your stuff in, you suck it out of there, you tighten it back up. So we'll see how we're going to get on with those.
They're massive, aren't they?
They are quite big actually, yeah. Got some more of my favourite IKEA bags. These are brilliant, you get 2 different sizes. They're not a zip tie, they're like a press stud at the top, if you will. They're good. And of course, you can't go anywhere without these. These are brilliant. Bag clips. Use these for everything. CHICCO's meat pouches, food bags, anything that we haven't used a lot of, that we've still got some in there, we can then put in the fridge. What are you doing? Leave him alone while he's got his bone. Do you know, it's such a torment.
He likes me sharing his bone, doesn't he?
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah, so...
Right, Yorkshire tea, feet up. It's time to chill.
And then we're going to find Chinese for tea.
We're definitely not. We're getting pulled over. Yeah.
He went, I thought you were a bit dodgy when he went past me. A bit slow.
Why is he telling you to stop?
Obviously, fucking policeman. I don't speak English.
Getting pulled over, guys. Don't know why, and I don't know where he's taking us. Dragged us off the motorway for some reason, but let's find out.
In 200 meters, turn around at a safe location.
Oh shit. They don't look that police.
Yeah, because he told me.
Are they?
Driving license?
16
V5.
Yeah.
And passport too? All persons?
Okay, the reason? Just stop.
Routine control.
Routine, okay.
Son of the border.
Okay.
Use the border.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So they've asked for our passports, driving licence and documents, and we've asked for a reason why, and they've just said it's just because you're south of the border or just over the border.
It's because we're near the border, isn't it?
Oh, right, okay. Good job, we've got everything, isn't it? It's okay, Chico. It's okay. They've not come for you. Not come for you. This can happen, guys, so make sure that you have all your documentation to hand.
It's a first for a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh dear, only us. I must say there's not a lot of motorhomes been going up and down the motorway, so we might have been easy pickings if they're just looking for a motorhome. Oh, looking under the bonnet as well, I think.
Checking under the bonnet now. Going to
Really?
check the oil.
You're on the wrong side, aren't you? Alright.
It's this side.
And it's an undercover cop car as well, I think. They look like they're undercover because that first one doesn't look like a policeman to me at all. Looks like he's too old to be a policeman. What are you panicking for? You've got to stay in your seatbelt. You've got to stay in your bed. I can't get you out yet. We'll go for a wee-wee after they finish with us, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Asking if it's our car.
Not in my ownership, no. The previous owners.
Ooh. Do-do-do. Take CHICCO out of the equation because he's barking at them. Take him for a quick wee break. Don't know what's going on now. First thing I said to Mark was, are they real police officers? Because they don't look real. We're just going off someone having a sign in the back of the car flashing at us, so does it look like a police car where from the UK where they've got badges and stickers all over you telling they're the police? When they're undercover cops, you don't know, do you? But yeah, pulled us into like some kind of garage with a factory over there. And because it was on a motorway, it took us ages to find somewhere to stop. At least CHICCO gets to have a wee now. I think they do think they're looking for a motorhome specific one. I don't know whether one's been pinched or well, that's what they do on the checks. They go very in depth here.
Follow us. If you're ready, you can get some.
What's happening?
Got to follow them.
Why?
Kept on my documents, got to follow him now, so you tell
Wow,
me.
that's not right, is
He
it?
says the numbers aren't right.
What? Something's not right because they won't give us a documents back, passports, insurance, are the same follow us.
Never heard anything like it, have you?
No. At first I thought it says follow us to our house. This is office.
To the office. Because they want to check the numbers or something. Asking me how long I've had it for.
How long have you had it for? God, what's going off?
Check what they want, but it's the inconvenience of it all, isn't it? That's the thing.
Turn right on Berkshire of the Strasse U37. In 300 metres, turn left on Bragg to A6.
We really thought we were going to get to our next destination, and we've travelled for about 4 hours already. We've done a 6-hour drive today, and we had about another 2 hours left. Well, this is really going to put it cat amongst the pigeons.
It's because we've been driving all day, haven't we?
Yeah, and now we're following these. As you can see, guys, it doesn't look like a police car to me.
Yeah, but it's got all the lighting in the back.
Yeah, but anyone can put lighting in back, can't they? Has anyone else ever gone through this? I don't mind being pulled over, but I do mind being told to follow us. We don't know where we're going. But they had a radio on them, Mog, so why do we have to follow them to an office?
Trying to say the numbers don't matter.
We've got no choice. He's got his passports, his insurance details, he's took everything and not give us anything back.
I asked him, I said, what's the problem? We've got a bit somewhere. It's like, the numbers don't match up. It's like, what are you on about? It's not match up. I said match up. I said, they match up perfectly okay in the UK. So, first dodgy car was come past, it's come past and slowed down the side and then pulled in front of us and just gradually slowed down over a few kilometres. I thought, I won't bother overtaking. I don't know why. I never thought for a minute with police. We probably did 5 or 6 kilometres like this with them in front. Weird.
Now we've just gone past some, what I call police, in a proper marked car, but they didn't wave at them or anything, Mark. Don't like they're together.
Nothing with them, is it?
Well, I've got his reg plate, if it's a real one. Oh, I don't like this. Something's not right at all. It's off. Why are we driving so far? If they're pulling people, they should have a station built up somewhere, shouldn't they, round corner? Or don't they normally drive you round corner where they've got like a sting team or something? Have I been watching too much TV?
At least we're going the right way anyway.
Well, we're still driving. We've come off the motorway now and we're in some kind of town.
A little village, aren't we?
Yeah,
Town or a village,
couldn't even tell you where we are. I just don't like that they've took every bit of documentation off us and drove off.
Well, there's no need to retain the passports and stuff because we check out and stuff. We passed a border 2 days ago, didn't we, from UK to France?
Yeah,
so.
he could have given us that back at least. I mean, where are we? Back end of bloody beyond.
I think it's unreasonable, isn't it, what they're doing? I mean, we only got the MOT on it less than a week ago, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we stayed behind in England for. I know Chico. He wasn't happy. Did you hear him barking? Oh, police. I'm glad I've seen that sign because I'm getting a bit worried. I don't know. Well, just think if he arrests you for something, I'm going to have to drive this.
What, for driving like everyone else?
I don't know. I don't know why we stopped. Oh, don't leave me.
Well, I'm dying for a wee. I think it's a bit unreasonable, don't you?
Hey, what's he got now? Fella.
He's probably gone to get a thingy.
Told you to follow him.
Probably down back. It's probably into like a compound. There's a camper van in there.
Is there? See, there's not stopping us. Oh, God. What, said they don't take us in here and lock us in?
Oh, we're alright. It's free park up, isn't it?
Free park up? I'd rather pay for one than stop in here overnight. They're actually opening it, aren't they? There's nobody here. Oh my God.
I think it's unreasonable, but without sufficient, my opinion is without sufficient grounds, we said very little, haven't we, at the end of the day?
Yeah, not told us exactly why we're being detained. Because, get out. Yeah, he's smiling. Smile all he wants.
I'm hoping it's just a routine. They do what they want, can't they, at the end of the day? But
We're in a carriage now.
But it's the inconvenience. So.
Oh, jeez. What next?
Please, can you come out?
Out. Oh, there you go.
5 minutes over a whole night on the border from Western to Eastern Europe. It's not.
Yeah, well, this isn't stolen. Obviously, we just got the MOT in UK less than 2 weeks ago. So.
You have purchased new or?
No, I'm only under 7, I think. But before I bought, I also did comprehensive checks. So the checks to check if it's stolen or all the numbers match up. So.
We'll see.
What we're doing now is checking the ECU, they're plugging the diagnostic tool in. See if the numbers match up, because when you have a VIN number on a vehicle,
Yeah.
it's also in the ECU as well. So if it was stolen, it'd be different numbers. So.
Oh, right, okay. Have you explained that this is our home?
Well, I've said we try to explain in a fashion that like, this is what we do. So, but he said it's quite usual when you're travelling to Eastern Europe.
All right, okay.
So he's done all his checks. He checked the computer and everything else. And guess what? They haven't found nothing wrong. But I must admit, they've got a motorhome through there, look, compounded.
Oh, have they?
And they've got a camper van through there, so it does happen then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Stolen vehicles, so.
Make sure you fetch your documentations, guys, and have it to hand. Don't do what Mark did and have it all in all separate envelopes.
No, it is all there, but there's the old insurance, isn't there? That's the thing, so.
What's happening now then? It's like a comedy of errors, isn't it? It's like the first time they've ever done it. Yeah. Well, we'll get through there.
Not with the antenna.
What do you get through?
Just,
Whoa.
there's an antenna.
Yeah, they've got a motorhome there, look.
Yeah.
A Larnica as well.
I must admit, it's a relief, isn't it? Because you just think, well, we'll be on with something. We've got something here, haven't we?
He didn't fill me with much confidence when he was being a bit cheeky with you. You know, like, you just follow me and that's it.
Well, they're a bit
you do as you're
cocky,
told.
weren't they? So, but we've got all the documents back. Apparently it's common. So we'll regain those thoughts now, and then we're going to carry on our journey, aren't we?
I'm not joking, guys. That was petrifying. I was trying to look all calm and like they're not going to find anything. But for a split second, I seriously thought he had found something that we didn't know about.
So they've been messing with the computers, and now we've got a warning light on, which I believe is the airbag light. So that's good at the minute.
So how do we get rid of that?
I don't know. I'm going to find somewhere to pull over and turn it off, because I think the ignition's been on since I plugged into it, and sometimes it needs to reset the computers. But I was just saying, they're brave doing that, because back in UK, if you plug into someone's vehicle and damage something, you know, to me, I'm background in vehicle diagnostics, so I was telling him what he was doing. There's a petrol station there. I'm pulling it. Yeah. They are brave, aren't they? Check doing stuff like that. Especially if they damage someone's vehicle. Right. That's never been on the airbag light. Let me just
We had no lights on, did we?
No, there were no lights on previously. No, still on.
Great stuff. What does that mean then?
There's a fault with airbag somewhere, but whether they've done something, I don't know. They could have knackered it up, couldn't they? Computer. But it was 100 categorically wasn't on before that,
No, it wasn't. No
chance.
We'll come to Europe with lights on his van. Beggar's belief, done it. Will you be able to take it off, or?
I'll have to have a look. I've got a diagnostic thing to plug in, so we'll have to have a look.
Well, we haven't got right far. We've literally gone, what? A kilometre?
We just got to the border, and at the border there's a service station, and they're advertising vignettes and stuff. Anyway, I've not pulled in, and I've realised that's your last chance to go to somewhere and actually get a vignette, which is for the tolls.
Which we didn't know that you needed.
I know in Austria we did last year. So anyway, we've gone to the next service station, 2 kilometres up the road, and I'm on my phone now getting the thing sorted. I hope we don't get a fine, because we've already entered
What was
the
it,
road.
£750?
That's what it said.
God. Oh dear, today's turned out to be a complete nightmare.
Well, the thing is, it's a bit of an unknown, isn't it? We're actually in Czech Republic now. We've never been here, so...
We should have just really pulled in, just to be on the safe side, shouldn't we? We should have pulled in. But we've pulled up in the second one now, the Shell. They don't sell them, but you can get them electronically online.
I'm just doing it now. It's £31. I've done express processing as well. Oh, look, you can pay on Apple Pay. That's convenient, isn't it?
God. So hopefully, if we have just gone through one, a camera that is, this is going to cancel it out. So if we do get a fan, we could say, we're really sorry, we didn't know, but we bought one as soon as we found out.
Yeah, oh, well, we've paid £31, so...
So if you come into the Czech Republic, guys, please don't do what we've done. Get yourself a vignette to go on the tolls.
I mean, the thing is, that's what everyone's laid up here for. They probably realise now. But some of them are, a lot of them are Czech Republic vehicles, aren't they? But, I mean, it's like being in a different world. Look at the money, look at the prices on the fuel. It's probably just about make it out.
Is it £38?
Is it Kroner or something? Or?
I can't remember. It says CK next to the numbers, so I don't know. Czech Republic, Kroner, I don't know. I got a clue. It's always an adventure, but it's always a scary one when you've never been to the country before. So, has it gone through?
Yeah, it's gone through, but you just worry it's at the back of your mind, isn't it? So we won't find out for a while now, until some mail drops at our friend's house and see if we get a fan. Right, we're setting off because we've been sat there for nearly 2 hours waiting for an activation code that Mark's already received. It was already on his receipt at the bottom. We've just translated it and it said activation code, so we've picked somewhere 45 minutes away. We're going to see if we can get parked up and we'll pick you up from there, guys. This has been one stressful trip. The airbag light's still on, I can't do anything with it. So.
No, it's still on there. So, pick you up in a bit. Right, guys, we found somewhere to park up. This has been a stressful day, so we're not going to go on about it too much. We'll pick you up in the morning and tell you all about what's happened. Yeah, no cheeks. It's been bad, hasn't it? We're going to get some rest. See you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. It's the morning after the night before, or the day before, should I say.
Day of adventures, yeah. What an adventure it's been already,
Blinking it, yeah. We weren't going to vlog until we got to our very first destination, which is going to be amazing. That's coming up soon. Yeah, but all this has happened, and we thought we'd better document this and show you what can happen.
Yeah, well, I saw this car yesterday, and like I say, it acted a bit strange because all the BMWs on the autobahns in Germany, all the BMWs and all the Audis are, because the speed. A lot of the motorways there's no speed limit, so we go as fast as we want.
I must admit, I had my head in my phone most of the time. I couldn't watch them speeding past.
And he was like behind for a bit and overtook. I thought it's a bit odd. And I just, for some reason, I thought I'd just keep behind him. And the next thing, police thing flashed up on back, pleasey. And then it said something else like, follow us.
The scruffiest car as well. I wouldn't expect it to be, well, they don't expect you to know that it's a police car, do they? That's the whole point.
Clothes, isn't it? So we've got a beef. Something's been going off. Because we're right near the border, the policeman sort of explained that it's common practice. And maybe it is, and if you guys have had this when you're crossing border out of Germany over to Eastern Europe, as he said, as a police officer said, he said it's quite common practice, but not in my opinion the common practice telling us that the vehicle appeared to be stolen, that the serial numbers of VIN with vehicle identification numbers didn't match up, which clearly they did. But use that as an excuse to get us to go back to the compound. The fact is,
being told that your home's stolen.
I mean, they took the documents. They've retained them, but said, follow us. And I said, well, can I have my documents back? And he got in the car and said, follow us now. And that was it. And that's all I got. So with no choice, because base already started pulling round where we got pulled off. So all of it was a little bit threatening, a bit worrying. I mean, the thing is, right, is that I have actually put a complaint in to the police of this, of the Bavarian police force regarding the handling of it, because we obviously visitors to the country, we don't understand really what was happening. They've taken what they say their power was to do a search and then take the vehicle to a compound where there was already other camper vans parked up there. Looks like they have been stolen. You start to worry, don't you?
I know there's a language barrier. I know that, but I think we were due an explanation to what was going on. We've got nothing at all, guys. Initially,
you were caught on the dash cam footage. I asked the reason for the stop, and they said it's just routine. Okay, the reason. Just stop.
Routine control.
Routine, okay.
Of the border.
So he asked for a copy of V5, the logbook, copy of insurance, both our passports, and my driving licence, which I gave him. I thought, that's it. And the next thing, he looks at it, starts looking at a VIN number on the windscreen. Next thing I know, he wants a bonnet opening. It's like, what? Then they were talking, and one of them asked me if it's been resprayed. So I showed them the documentation from when I did it with my friend at the body shop in December. Asked me if it's been an accident, and then I said, like, basically going on the lines of there's a lot of stolen vehicles. So I said, well, and categorically tell you it's not stolen.
Well, what we didn't get as well is he took our documentation, so he's done his checks in the car while the other one's looking around the van. And when he come back, he didn't give us that back. Now, it was a routine check, he said, which is a routine check to make sure you are who you are. He didn't say anything, you're going to check all the van. Plus, when he come back, he said to Mark, have you had it from new? And it clearly states on your
how many owners, how many keepers. Yeah, so we obviously don't read. They speak English, but obviously limited. Like, we don't speak German, and so we can't really say anything about it. The thing that's really buzzed me off is inside that facility, that search facility, there's stolen vehicles there, obviously. There's bikes stolen, chainsaws, and petrol mowers, all sorts of what's been impounded. And what really buzzed me off the most is that he decided that they wanted me to start taking panels off to get to the diagnostic port on the van. He wanted to plug it in to check the serial numbers. He'd not told me this. He'd not told me any of this. He just said
take panel off.
OBD, which is onboard diagnostic. So anyway, and then they went and got tools, helped themselves to taking the dashboard apart, the little trim to access it, plugged in the diagnostic tool, and as you've seen here, he's spending ages on it, looking. And subsequently, it's left us with a fault with the airbag now. What I suspect's happened, because, as I've said previously, my background is mechanic and vehicle diagnostics, and if you don't do diagnostics correctly, if you don't shut down that session with that ECU when you're connected to it, because obviously they're asking about it having a crash, has it been an accident or anything like that, they're checking the airbag ECU to see if it's ever been activated. That's one of the checks to do, and see if the serial number matches with the VIN number, because you have VIN numbers in all the ECUs, make sure it all matches up. And if they don't close that diagnostic session down properly, in other words, end it like you would do a computer, shut it off, it can leave a fault in it, which it has done. It's rendered it useless now, and I can't do nothing with it. I've taken the fuse out all night.
You've tried everything, haven't you?
I'm a bit annoyed, really, because it puts us in a difficult position now, because obviously we've got this airbag warning light on, which, I mean, the van's still okay to drive, but in the event of an accident, the airbag system, the supplementary restraint system on the seatbelts, which pull in the event of an heavy accident, none of that works now. So I've obviously got to get it looked at some point, at our cost.
And if we get pulled in another country, will we get pulled on that?
Well, if I see it, maybe. I'm not dead happy, because we've only been in Europe 3.5-4 days, and I'm like,
is it that long already?
Well, it's not gone very well, and we don't want to come over moaning, but we need to tell you these things. And unfortunately, I feel that they've gone over the top. They've never asked for any consent. They've not got reasonable grounds, because they didn't explain anything. No. They kept asking me questions about if it had been.
And we've held our documentation.
Oh, well, we've held the docs right until the end. I had to keep asking.
Yeah.
Because at one point, when was at a first roadside check, it was a few minutes, and I'm tapping my watch, saying to him, hurry up. He kept looking at the same things. I think that's why he probably thought, right, we'll take him down there. Because we wanted to get where we're going. We've got, obviously, we don't want to spend all day on the road, do we? No. So I'm really annoyed that it's obviously left his fault now with the airbag. Now they're obviously going to come back. I've complained, told them it's been handled inappropriately for visitors of the country. And I've told them that it's subsequently due to the inexperience of the user, the police officers. A police officer is not a diagnostic vehicle technician. I don't believe they should be doing that sort of thing on your vehicle, plugging in diagnostic connection tools to diagnose or look at your vehicle without relevant or suitable grounds. If they've got that and they explain to me, then fair enough, but I would have obviously argued to the contrary to say, no, actually, you're wrong. There's nothing wrong with this vehicle. We've had it 4 years. We've never, ever had a problem, have we?
But can I just go on this emphasis as well? While this was all going on outside, all I could think to myself was, if it was me in the van on my own without Mark,
well, it wouldn't have made any difference.
No,
would it? It would have been the same.
It would have been a lot worse for the woman, because they just stop you, don't really give you any information, just grunt and point at you. He knew how to say MOT, passport. Then after that, the conversations just stopped, and then it was follow. You follow.
Yeah.
And when Mark said, where we're going, and he said, is it far? He said, 15 mile, 15 kilometre.
Yeah, well, it was in the right way, but
it's a long way, 15 mile out of your way as a single female. I was scared, and I had you with me.
It's a shame. I know it's a shame, but it's gone like this. And I told the police officer in the facility, I said, we make videos on YouTube, and we are documenting this. And he was saying about, because he looked at you and he said, you can't. We'll obviously have to blur them out. You can't have sound,
he said. You can't have speech.
Well, that's his case.
But then you told him it's now then for our protection, because we didn't know where we were.
Well, we don't know.
We didn't know what the town was.
We want to prove what has happened, because if we hadn't filmed it and we just talked this for 20 minutes, you'd be saying, no, that didn't happen.
And also, the other thing is, when we got to this police station, he was not in uniform. This man, I think he showed you some.
He showed me his ID badge. The ones that are I've done a lot of research last night, and the ones that are in plain clothes and not dressed in the uniform have to give you, which he did. He gave me documentation, and maybe put it in the comments below, because maybe while they've handled this and plugging in the vehicle and everything else, maybe that's a way that's what they do. But my argument is that it wasn't explained to me. I didn't have an option to say no, you're not doing it unless you provide suitable grounds. But said nothing. Plugged in with the diagnostic tool, clearly obviously caused a fault with the airbags. I know decathlons are common on having airbag faults, and I think it's going to be a lot of trouble. We didn't have one
before they touched it.
Categorically, there was no warning light.
We only had the MOT week before we came, didn't we?
Exactly that.
It wouldn't have passed with that.
And it wouldn't have passed. So all I've done is took the fuse out all night. It's not made a bit of difference. I could disconnect the battery overnight or something, but I still don't think that'll make any difference, because if it's not shut down that diagnostic session with that ECU, it could have just sort of put a fault in and it won't clear until I can plug into it. Or it might have even damaged the ECU, because if it damaged the software, then it needs to be sent away to get reprogrammed. This company's what do it. Now, if anyone knows, because I've got a Carista little plug-in device called Carista, that anyone who knows about diagnostics, if there's one what you guys know work to cover all the systems on this, what's not that expensive to buy, and I can get my hands on here over in Europe, sort of this area, Eastern Europe now, let me know if there's a device will definitely work and read the airbag and see if I can clear the fault, because I'm not really comfortable driving with that warning light on. And not just because it bugs you, but in the event of a serious accident, the safety restraint systems in the vehicle don't operate. Simple as that. So it puts us in an awkward position, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And what I was saying before is the gentleman police officer, in plain clothes. To me, it looked like he'd just come out of a bar, because that's how he was dressed. You can see on the video for yourself. Very scruffy. Like I said, we only had you see, any fraudster can do anything. They can put a police light in the back of the thing. They just flash it up in front of your vehicle.
Well,
I know, but when we got to the police station, Matt, what I was trying to say was the police station wasn't even open. He got the keys out, opened it, locked it, drove us a bit more to another facility that he had to open, and then they actually shut us in. We couldn't even exit. We were locked in there then.
But there was no take a seat or anything, were there? You were sat in the cab and he was out. The police officer in the uniform, he just, get out, please. Like that,
there was no please, he went, get out.
Oh, yeah, and that was because he was looking for the diagnostic port. That's the reason why they want to take us back, because they're adamant they're going to plug in. Well, I don't believe... Because I actually said to you, then I'm surprised they're doing stuff like that, because I've had a lot of experience working with vehicle diagnostics, and if you don't do it right, and then the communication session correctly with an ECU, it can cause a fault. And I believe,
and it has. And it's left as we were at.
This is what's happened. It's like Windows computers years ago. If you just switched them off halfway through doing something, it made a mess and it caused problems, because it sort of leaves them halfway through doing something. And that's likely. I'm hoping it does clear. And like I say, if you do know something, a tool I can get my hands on here at the right price, I can actually diagnose, which I shouldn't have to do, obviously, to try and see if it just wants resetting. That'd be perfect. Else otherwise, and I don't know what we're going to do.
We've got 3 months of driving around with a warning line.
Well, we shouldn't really do it, as I'm sure you'll agree, because in the event of a serious accident where it would trigger the airbag on the driver's steering wheel and the seatbelts have got pretensions that pull in and hold you tight, none of that works. So you're still safe, but not as safe as you should be, and it's not, it's not really sort of fit, is it, like that? So.
Anyways, we've woke up after a really good night's sleep. We found a lovely little air last night, free, and you just pay for your electric if you need it, and there's a water and Nelson here. Yeah. Lovely and quiet in the middle of a park somewhere, aren't we?
Yeah, we're moving on in a bit. We're heading off over to another location, which is definitely worth is why we've come this way, because we only come here. And we
took us 2 days to get here, hasn't it?
Yeah, we had a problem with the Vignette. I've not seen nothing on the motorways. It must just be done by cameras. I'm hoping that
that was the other thing, weren't it?
We've done a section. We've probably done 5 kilometres on the motorway with no Vignette. And then once you pay for it, it doesn't date from the start of the day. It dates from when you pay for it. So we'll see what happens. So up to press, it's not gone very well. Probably our fault that we haven't done a lot of research with that, isn't it?
No, but we don't want to tell you too much, because it might tell you about the place that we're going to next. And believe you me, it's going to be amazing. There's not going to be any of this whining and moaning. No problems. Touch wood.
Well, who knows? But these things sent to testers, aren't they?
It's a brand new country that we've never been to before, and it's completely different to anywhere we've been before as well. But so we're going to get set up, aren't we, and get moved on, I think. Yeah, and if we do have any further updates, we might let you know over on our Facebook channel what's happening in regards to anything, if we get anything back from the police. I did do it all in translate and did the contact form in German, and I've copied the English version. So if I don't get anything back, I'll send it again. Hopefully we get an email. Hopefully we don't get a fine for coming on the motorway without a Vignette.
Well, they're not going to pay up for fixing it, are they?
£750.
Well, worst case, isn't it? So, but join us on the next one. I'm sure you want to stick around and join us.
And thanks to everyone. I did put a quick thing when it was actually happening in the police compound. I put some on Facebook. Thank you all for your lovely messages. I didn't want to worry you all, but I was so naffed off at the time. I wanted to let everyone know what was going on. Yeah. But I hope this puts you all at rest that we are safe and sound now. They've let us go, and we're back on with our travels. Yeah, so join us next time for a fantastic video coming up really soon. And we'll see you on the next one.